Yo, I got that Frankenberry. Gotta get it this time of year. Alright, that's enough of that shit. Ad Astra, starring Brad Pitt, Tommy Lee Jones, Kiefer Sutherland, Donald Sutherland, a bunch of other motherfucking people. It's directed by James Gray, which is really interesting. You wouldn't expect him to direct something like science fiction related if you've seen some of his other films. We Own the Night is fucking great. I haven't seen... There's some other one with Joaquin Phoenix that I don't remember coming out. Two Lovers, something like that. And I was just reading about it. Now I want to see that. Lost City of Z was great. What was the one before that? We Own the Night is amazing. I mean, you got Mark Wahlberg. You got Joaquin Phoenix. Robert Duvall. Fucking amazing movie. And all those movies are very grounded. Oh, The Immigrant. That was another one with Joaquin Phoenix. It was amazing. Great film. We Own the... I mean, you expect him... He did like some period pieces, and his story is always very grounded. And you know what? I found this as a science fiction film to be very grounded. At times, it didn't even feel like I was watching a science fiction film, even though it had, lots of space elements. Everything seemed believable, even though there was just a lot of shit not explained, like how their spacesuits worked on other planets. They just kind of glossed over that, which, given the story, which is basically about Brad Pitt trying to search for his father who went on an intergalactic, or it doesn't go to another galaxy, I guess, so it's interstellar mission. And he's lost. Tommy Lee Jones is his dad. He's lost in space, so Brad Pitt's got to strap up and go find him. And... whatever. So that's the fucking story. So it's very grounded in reality as much as a science fiction film can be, I guess. But I really like this film. I have to say it's number 4 right now on my list. I mean, cinematography, you got Voight-Han Hatoma, however the fuck you say his name. He's just brilliant. Beautiful shots. When you have a sci-fi film, that's what a lot of people look, well, at least that's what I look for. You gotta come correct cinematography wise, in any movie, but especially science fiction, because that's when you can really shine and make a beautiful film. And then I don't know who the composer was, but the music was on point. So another thing you gotta come correct with science fiction, it's gotta kind of have an electronic vibe to it. That really brings it to life. And we've been slacking this year on sci-fi films. So far, besides this was the big one, we had Prospect, which is very low budget, starring Pedro Pascal, who was amazing, just great in it. He's always great, from Narcos. You know who he is. And then we got High Life with Robert Pattinson, which is earlier this year. Which is kind of a bummer of a film. It was still great, and I really liked it. But this was kind of a downer film too. But it was still just, it's you know what I feel like. Interstellar was Christopher Nolan trying to do Space Odyssey 2001, and I felt like this was James Gray trying to do an Interstellar. It didn't. I mean, it's easy to say any science fiction film is inspired by 2001, but this didn't feel like it was exactly going after 2001. It was more of a personal storyline, and the relationship between Brad Pitt and his father, and I guess just a relationship between any father and son in general, and a particular type of father. And when you see the film, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But Brad Pitt, he's amazing in it. He's always great. He was amazing in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I think everybody can agree that he doesn't get recognized as a great actor because he's just a pretty face, and he's just I think he's underappreciated as an actor. Like I don't think he's ever been nominated for an Oscar, and he might never be. And I mean, he's not on the level of Leonardo DiCaprio. But this, you get to see a real This is more actory role. I don't know. I guess all his roles are. What the fuck am I talking about? He's great. All right. He's the man. Don't fuck with Brad Pitt. All right. So I highly recommend this film if you're a science fiction fan at all. If you're a Brad Pitt fan, or if you've seen other James Gray other films, this is totally different from his other films, but still, it has elements. The personal touches of his other films. So fuck yeah, fucking watch that movie Ad Astra, which I don't know what the fuck that means. Something about space. I don't know what language it is. It's kind of a fucking weird name. There's too many A's. Too many A's in it. Let's take one out. I don't know. What the hell am I talking about? It probably means space travel or something. You know? Fuck me. I'm just a fucking idiot rambling here. Just trying to tell you about Ad Astra, and at the end it could have been like a lot of movies these days. You could have chopped a little bit out, but then again, maybe not, because then you fully appreciate everything that's going on in the film. The sets were great. It takes you on a little adventure. And it's really cool the way they figure it out. They got fucking subways on the moon, both kinds. They got the train subways, going, there's tunnels underneath with trains under the fucking moon, and then they got the sandwich place subway on the fucking moon. And you think that sounds silly when you hear about it. You're like, oh, all you picture is like Total Recall with all like the silly shit, like the 80s Total Recall. But it's totally not silly. It's totally grounded. You're just like, oh yeah, I see this fucking moon space station. Of course there'd be a subway on there. There's people inhabited the moon. But then back on Earth, it's not like super futuristic. It still looks like almost modern day. Like they have these tablets that are pretty similar to what we have now. So everything that makes it... you believe the world. It's not believable like I could believe it happened today, but you believe the world that James Gray created in this film. Is written by him and one other dude. I wish I could remember who it was, and I know he's worked on a lot of other good shit too. But whatever. Other dude that wrote it, you're the man. Good job. Okay, fuck me. See the movie. I hate myself. And follow us on Instagram. Yeah, sorry, this is a first impression. Seth's not here. I'm doing this solo deep. He's going to come back when he sees the film. Maybe Ryan the Lion Grace will make an appearance. I don't fucking know what's going to happen. There's a lot of shit going on. He'll be there. I see you, Seth. Fucking bye. Get some, boom, Frankenberry. I got the blueberry. 2 for $5. I got them 2 for $5, yo. Bye.